Hey guys, a few things I would like to say as it pertains to the Arsenal conversation around the manager. Lots of my friends are done with the manager. I personally think he's done a lot of work to build up from the basement. And this season, last season, and the one before, we've started to see what he can do when he has the tools. And he does have tools, but this season, I think whether you are Arteta in or out, I think it's okay, even if you don't like Arteta, to still sympathize with the injury issues he's had to deal with this year. Like, it's been incredibly insane, the level of injury to crucial players in how he likes to play that the team has suffered. And we can't ignore that. Now, it doesn't mean that Arteta can't be critiqued as a coach. I think there's a lot of opportunities to criticize over the course of the season, like his reluctance to utilize his squad in a way that maybe sustains some of his darlings. You can also question maybe his inflexibility to a degree when whatever you want, like in terms of like his substitutions. We used our subs very late in games. We tend to, even when we're using five subs, it's in the last 15 minutes of games that we start making changes. Yes, that you can call him out on a lot of different things, but I do think to call for his head after a season where you've actually observed real adversity and watched him work towards problem solving in ways that maybe I didn't even know myself, and many of us didn't know that he could. I think this season, this may not be the flavorful opinion, but like I think this season is actually one of his better coaching jobs that he's done at Arsenal. To have seen him and the squad go through a lot of the injury issues to key players and still be able to get to a semi-final. And I know the second place thing is not sexy anymore, and I'm just as tired as most Arsenal fans are at not winning anything. But as much as I'm not Arteta out, I understand those who are. I really do. I just think, though, we can't ignore things that contradict our stances. I think with new information, we can at least adjust or adopt our, a new position, adjust our stance to a degree, because, yeah, the club issues are not mainly on Arteta. I think it's an organizational thing. And I do think the club has to do as much as they can from above him to hold him accountable, but also like give him tools, man. The last two windows, we didn't do a lot.